Rain wins.
I'm Grayson Ottaway. This is Marvelous Videos. One of the most beloved Mortal Kombat characters is Rain, an Edenian prince with the power to control lightning and water. Of course, every member of the Mortal Kombat cast is violent. However, others go further than that. Some people describe their brutality by the deaths they cause, while others define it by their cunning and ruthlessness. One of the series' most gruesome characters is Rain. He's someone with a penchant for all-round brutality. As a gag character, Rain makes his first appearance in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, he made a comeback as one of the numerous selectable characters. Rain would be a playable character in Mortal Kombat 2011 through DLC as part of the Season Pass. So, ready? Let's jump into the video to learn more about Rain. But before we do, very small request. If you like our content, please support this channel by subscribing. Very small click for you, but for us it means a great deal.
Who got here? I am a son of Argus. I was not merely declared a god by befuddled commoners, Bullock.
How Rain's story has panned out so far. Rain is a demigod whose parents are a true deity and an Edenite. Rain is a native of Edenia, an ancient kingdom. He claims to be the progeny of Edenia's guardian Argus, although his mother's identity is presently unknown. Argus banished Rain from his royal family due to his humiliation over his adultery. Rain was thus awarded to an important but unidentified general in the Edenian army. The conquest mode in Mortal Kombat, Deception, shows that his crimes may have started before the first Mortal Kombat tournament. Rain is a non-playable character that takes part in two different side missions in Mortal Kombat Deception. One of them includes Rain begging Shujinko to find the magical daggers belonging to the Shao Kahn family's royal family. Although Rain claims Shao Kahn hired him to get the dagger for Shao Kahn, Rain secretly intends to retain it for himself. Jade defeats Rain at the quest's finale. However, it is assumed that he kept the dagger because it can be seen in his wardrobe in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. After some time, Rain inexplicably showed up again during the invasion of Earthrealm. He helped Kahn carry out his intentions to conquer Earthrealm. Rain, who had received training in the art of combat, gave it his all in his fight to eliminate Earth soldiers, but in the course of the story, Princess Kitana tells him that his adoptive father had died at the hands of Kahn. He decides to enlist in Earthrealm warriors as a result. He leaves for a suicide mission to kill Shao Kahn to demonstrate his alleged commitment after escaping an attack by an extermination squad. As this conclusion leaves open whether Rain was successful or not, it is unclear whether this conclusion is canon. Just the fact that he disbanded the Earthrealm warriors and began the mission is all. It's possible that soldiers from the Earthrealm vanquished Kahn before Rain faced him. The whereabouts of Rain at that time are unclear because he does not appear in Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, or the majority of Mortal Kombat Deception as a playable character. However, Rain discovered his actual Edenian ancestry before the events of Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Quan Chi informed Rain that he is truly an Argus, the guardian deity of Edenia, a direct descendant. After that, Rain begins to address himself as a prince of the kingdom, as seen in the conquest mode of Armageddon, although he still decides to fight for evil, even if he is no longer Shao Kahn's servant. He wants to murder both his half-brothers, Taven and Dagon, to obtain the supreme award and power that coming to Blaze's rescue will bring. Taven, Rain's older brother, faces out against him in Arctica, but he is defeated and ultimately flees via a watery portal. His body is seen near the middle steps of the pyramid. He later allied himself with the forces of darkness and perished during the Battle of Armageddon. Rain was included as DLC in Mortal Kombat 2011, the series' official relaunch that covers and changes the previous events of the original Mortal Kombat trilogy. Although altered, his prior life as an orphan in Eden is still part of his background. He saw Shao Kahn's invasion of his home world firsthand, while his father stayed behind to carry out his duty as a general in the Edenian army. Rain was smuggled out during the ensuing pandemonium. In the course of the Outworld invasion, Edenia's soldiers were decimated, and Shao Kahn ultimately murdered Rain's father. After that, his adoptive father passed away, and he was saved conceived and nurtured by the Edenian resistance. Under their guidance, he put in a lot of work and became an exceptional but haughty warrior. He gave the resistance years of good service but was never given his own command. He joined his mortal nemesis Shao Kahn after betraying his brothers out of rage, since Shao Kahn had given Rain command over his army. He continued to hold a position of authority in Shao Kahn's court for the following 10,000 years, but he was obliged to wear a mask since Edenians still saw the unmasked Rain as a traitor. In Mortal Kombat 10's narrative mode, Rain makes a comeback as an unplayable foe. Shinnok's amulet was given to Melina by Kano to be used against Kotal Kahn. Still, Rain persuaded her to use it despite her hesitation because she knew that each use would gradually kill Melina. At the same time, the civil war would weaken Kotal Kahn's forces and allow him to usurp the throne of Outworld for himself eventually. As the long-lost son of Argus, Rain also discovered his divine lineage and started to formally introduce himself as a deity. In the chapter about Kotal Kahn, Rain travels with Melina, Tanya, and their Tarkatan soldiers as they pursue the Emperor's chariot and use Kano to trick him into falling into a trap. Rain advises Melina to use Shinnok's amulet to murder Kotal Kahn after she commands Tanya to assault Kotal and his troops. Rain stood by Melina's side during the assault and saw from a distance as Kotal Kahn used a solar light blast to throw Melina off the rooftop where they were hiding. The Edenian quickly captured the Emperor in an orb of water and reminded him of his own claims to godhood as perceived by Earthrealm mortals when Kotal brought up Rain's divinity in incredulity. Rain teleported behind Kotal and drop-kicked him off the roof and onto the street below, engaging the Emperor for combat as he prepared to teach him the difference between pretense and actual godhood. Kotal managed to escape and questioned Rain's motives while rushing at him. Rain was defeated by Kotal Kahn and was on the verge of being killed by the gunslinger Eron Black until Melina intervened, allowing Rain to flee by teleporting away. Rain teleported back to get Melina after she failed to slay Kotal Kahn with Shinnok's amulet and was temporarily dazed by the amulet's powers. She then fled once again. In the Devora chapter, Devora and Cassie Cage encounter Rain as they raid Melina's camp in the Kuatan jungles. The son of Argus discloses his deceit of Melina and admits that he was the one who came up with the scheme to take Shinnok's amulet when Devora reveals that she is aware of Rain's ambition for the throne of Outworld. Rain attempts to assassinate Devora after Tanya snatches Cassie but is defeated by Keaton. The two are subsequently said to be killed by Devora, but Cassie begs her to spare them, and Devora grudgingly agrees, saving their lives. Rain in Mortal Kombat 10 comic series. Despite being unnoticed, Rain was shown to have fought with Raiko and Melina in their conflict with Kotal Kahn, using his ability to manipulate the weather to block out the sun and diminish the Osh abilities of Tech before his battle with the Shokan Prince Goro. Rain proves to be a crucial component of Raiko's plot in their ambush of Kotal Ketz and his men. As the Shokan rallies the Red Dragon warriors, Rain makes his first physical appearance, standing next to Goro. When Goro notices Kotal Kahn coming, he gives Rain the command to control the weather again by obstructing the sun to cut off Kotal Kahn's main energy source. Rain agrees and commands clouds to cover the sun. However, Kotal Kahn remains unaffected and summons a beam of sunfire to burn the Edenian alive, since he is equipped with the blood magic power that his Kamidogu bestowed upon him. Despite being severely burnt, Rain was last seen on the ground moaning in anguish, showing that he had survived his wounds. The Red Dragons took Rain's burnt body and transported it to Melina's residence in Setian Valley. While he healed, Melina kept an eye on him, and Rain eventually came to. After Melina recounted what had occurred to him, Rain, who was still burned and frail, wondered where Raiko was before telling Melina that he had overheard the Red Dragon discussing Raiko's actual commitment to the spiritual advisor, Havik. What makes Rain so deadly? Being a half-god, Rain has a lot of power. He was trained in the Ziran Men fighting technique and is a competent martial artist. Water and lightning are the two weather-related elements that Rain can manipulate. Due to his abilities, he can pressurize water jet streams to either push himself or sever his enemies like a sword. Rain is capable of producing enormous storm clouds to completely obscure the sun from view because of his incredible control over water and lightning. Lightening. He is well known for his capacity to submerge opponents in a watery prison that grants him minimal control over their bodies. He can also summon lightning bolts from the heavens and launch his opponents into the air. He may also instantly reconstitute behind them in a way close to teleportation by liquefying himself, turning himself into water. He manipulates space by unexplained techniques to hit his legs so forcefully that they would resurface in the opposite direction of where he was going. Rain now uses a Jamadar, a three-bladed kata in Mortal Kombat 11 that has two retractable blades covering the central blade. He can now create spatial rifts that lead to the water world, which had never been explored before. This enables him to produce two distinct portals, one composed of water and another purple with a yellowish edge. The latter is frequently employed in combat to teleport enemies after an assault has launched them. Still, he may also utilize it to infuse his attacks with lethal projectiles. Even his hydrokinesis has improved, as he can now conjure tidal waves to sweep away his adversaries and forge lethal weapons out of high-pressure water. He can transform into an orb to capture his adversaries in the air and slam them to the ground, or shift into his liquid state to either slide by his opponents or enable assaults to pass through his form harmlessly. His power to transform into water has been greatly enhanced. Rain's appearances in other media. Rain, whom Tyrone Cortez Wiggins portrayed, makes a fleeting cameo in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Due to not making Cabal and Curtis Stryker plead for their lives and not killing them, he was slain by Shao Kahn rather early in the movie. While enraged, Shao Kahn uses his Wrath Hammer to smash him into a burning pit. Fans viewed this sudden conclusion, which came before any demonstration of Rain's magical or combat skills, as proof that the movie was unable to handle the enormous number of characters that were introduced throughout the course of its running length. It is indicated that Rain was the Extermination Squad general superior to Shiva, Ermac, and Motaro, since all three vie for the position following Rain's death, which Sindel ultimately fills. However, this goes against Raiden's promise to kill Khan's four generals at the beginning of the film. A subsequent scene uses stock video of Rain's death to present Baraka's passing. Percy Brown portrayed Rain in a Mortal Kombat Conquest episode, where he made a cameo. He is sent to murder Kuang Lao by Shao Kahn to get rid of the Earth's Grand Champion before the following competition. The struggle between Rain and the monk results in significant harm to the monk, but Rain also sustains injuries. In his frail state, Rain flees as Kung Lao's friends approach. After being pursued by Zero, he emerges later in the episode. Kitana steps in as the two are engaged in a fight, causing Rain to retreat once more. Then Kitana confesses that she and Rain had previously been close, but that Rain had chosen to desert Edenia in favor of Shao Kahn's supremacy. Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, the animated series episode Skin Deep, also included Rain. He was presented as Kitana's former fiancé, who was allegedly killed in combat with Shao Kahn 1,000 years prior, which infuriated Liu Kang. But Rain betrayed the heroes and abducted his old partner while pledging allegiance to Shao Kahn, since the Emperor valued his skills. Throughout the entire episode, he remained uncovered. It's also implied that Kitana's status as a princess is the only reason Rain agreed to marry her. Some fun trivia about Rain's character development. Rain was initially planned to make an appearance in Mortal Kombat 3, but it wasn't until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that it actually happened. The character Rain appeared in the game's Attract mode, but didn't truly exist within it, and was initially a red herring included by the game creators. According to a recent interview, Ed Boon created the insert on purpose to deceive players. Many Mortal Kombat admirers looked for him in vain before realizing that he was a made-up comedy figure. Boone, a longtime admirer of Prince, actually chose the song Purple Rain as the inspiration for his name. Marvelous verdict. Rain wanted to become powerful without considering the consequences. As a result, he betrayed his allies in exchange for the chance to gain more authority. His desire for power, combined with his prowess in combat, has made this character one of the most desirable characters in the franchise, which already has a plethora of badass characters. If you like our content, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Do have a good one, and please be safe.